Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. You probably know Appa loves tofu. Yeah, tofu is a very traditional Asian ingredient made out of soya bean, and it is very high in protein, and therefore many people actually call it the protein from the it's actually the meat from the paddy field. Because the nutrients coming out from the tofu is as good as meat. All right, so I have a few pieces of tofu. I think this is three pieces of tofu here. When I bought it, they already fry it. So this is considered the traditional pressed tofu, and they already fry it. So meaning it's actually easier for me to operate. If you are using those type which is not yet fried, you can fry it. Easier to fry using a non-stick pan. Okay, if you like. If not, you can straight away use it as well. So I just want to do as you all know, Appa always use easier way to cook. Alright, so let's look at the tofu stew today. Very simple ingredient. I have 1 tablespoon of this is the fermented soya bean. This is also from some soya bean, okay? So this is the fermented soya bean, 1 tablespoon. This is about 2 tablespoons of minced pork. Why I use 2 tablespoons? Because this is all I left in the fridge. You can use a lot more, okay? Because if you prefer more meat in this particular tofu stew, you can use up to even 1 full bowl of minced meat if you like. But this is all I left, 2 tablespoons, so I'm just going to use 2 tablespoons. But do not worry, don't think that I only have 2 tablespoons of meat, therefore my tofu stew will not be very flavorful. It will be very flavorful because of this thing here. This is chicken stock. See? Okay, I always make chicken stock and pork broth to keep in the freezer. Right. This one, the minced pork, you will need to marinate it with light soya sauce. Also some shaoxing wine. Of course, if you don't take alcohol, just skip the shaoxing wine. By the way, many people has been asking me, shaoxing wine, hua diao, all this, it is actually the same thing. Okay? So, and also you can actually see it's quite shiny. Why is it quite shiny? Because I also added, optional, I also added a little bit of garlic oil. Yeah, garlic oil. Why I added garlic oil? Number 1, it is to prepare the meat with already the garlic flavor, even before starting to cook. Secondly, it's going to make your pork easier to stir fry later. Yeah, because it's already got oil here, right? So that's one little tips. Of course, the chicken stock. And here we have some this is 1 stalk of chopped green onions or spring onion. This is about 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic. This is about 1 tablespoon of sliced ginger or chopped ginger, up to you. Okay, you can use old or young ginger. It's really, to me, for this dish, it makes not much difference. Okay, so let's start cooking. The whole dish can be done within 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil here. I always tend to use a little bit more oil because this is a stainless steel wok. In order to reduce the sticking problem, you have to use a little bit more oil, okay? Many people is asking me this question, so I just let you know here. We need to saute the garlic and the ginger. Green onion, we leave it to the end. And my minced pork. Already very fragrant. The fermented soya bean. Alright, fermented soya bean and ginger are 2 best friends actually. Okay, once you smell all this nice fragrance coming up, that's the time you can actually add in the chicken stock. And it is not enough, therefore I'm going to add more hot water. So you will see I always mix hot water with the chicken stock or pork broth. Of course, if you prefer to use 100% chicken stock, up to you. To me, that is a luxury. But you can, yeah? You definitely can. Alright. So I added another 1 cup of hot water there, other than on top of the chicken stock. Then I'm going to season this with 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and about 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, a small cup, up to you whether you want to add the dark soy sauce or not. It's really for the color. I think I'm going to add. Okay, this to give it some caramelized color. About 1 tablespoon. Immediately you start to see the nice color. Okay, and then it is boiling right now. Then we can actually add in our tofu. Oh, I should have cut my tofu smaller. Never mind, too late. My tofu is a little bit too big, a bit too greedy today, okay? I should have half the size. It would be good if your broth, if you can make your the tofu nicely submerged under the broth. Alright. So the next step is very simple. It is now already boiling, right? So I'm going to close this with a lid. Tune down to low medium heat to let it slowly simmer for approximately 10 minutes. Let it reduce and do some final seasoning with salt and sugar, and it is done. Very, very simple. We'll come back shortly. Okay, this is after about 10 minutes simmering under medium-low heat. Actually, just now halfway, I did open the lid to stir the tofu a little bit because my tofu is actually too big lah. The size, you should have just make it flatter, so most tofu will be able to rest and submerge under the broth. That's a better arrangement. Okay, so it's basically done. The tofu has definitely soaked out the nice flavor from the tofu stew, all in about less than 10 minutes here. So I'm going to do some final seasoning. Let's give it a little bit, just a little bit of light salt. No, this is salt, because it's already put in the light soy sauce just now. So a little bit of salt and a little bit of sugar here. Okay. Carefully push your tofu a little bit. I prefer to use, most of the time, I prefer to use this traditional pressed tofu because they don't break easily. If you use the soft tofu, I think you're going to ruin all the shapes. See, I've been pushing around and still it remains the shape. Yeah, it managed to keep the nice shape. Alright, it's basically done. So I'm going to off the heat. Dish it out. Yeah, even though the tofu is nice, it's big, but it actually looks better, right? It looks more sumptuous with a bigger size tofu. So up to you, you want to make it smaller size or bigger size, no law. There's no rules in Appa's kitchen. Appa says, so this, have you seen Appa's t-shirt that says no rules in Appa kitchen? You go and find out. Alright, let me adjust the angle for you. Okay, so I'm going to give few dashes of white pepper, a little bit, and our green onion. Alright, done. Very simple. Always keep some broth at home, then you're going to cook out some very nice and flavorful dish within minutes. Yeah, so Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, do share some video. Share my video out to your on your Facebook to your friends. Come and join my Facebook, okay, and click follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.